Y'all, what's up? I'm me, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light, only with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time, okay? Welcome to any new subscribers, okay? Welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so very much for coming, and thanks for coming back. So this is a fairy message, okay? I feel like you've definitely walked away from like certain people, certain situations in your community, okay? I feel like you're not entertaining any BS at this time. Your crown chakra could be very strong. You could be working closely with Archangel Uriel, who works a lot with your mind, with your air energies, okay? I feel like the fairies have brought you a lot of clarity when it comes to like your caring connections and the people that you spend time with. I feel like you also could be building some sort of new caring connection with someone or some people, okay? Yeah, we got the sun, okay? So I feel like it's great. It's a great time for you to expect just nothing but big happy changes, okay? 141 could be significant because that's the numbers that are on these cards, okay? So you could be a life path number 1 or 5 or 11, okay? But let me just read it to you real quick. I typed 1414. You could be saying 1414 or 141, 144, okay? It says, it signifies the need for a strong foundation, new beginnings, positive thinking, and divine guidance to achieve success and balance in your life. It suggests focusing on creating a solid base for your goals, using positive affirmations instead of worrying. Trust your intuition and cultivating harmony in relationships to manifest your desires and find success, okay? So there's some sort of new beginning coming in for you with the number 1 energy, okay? Some sort of fresh start, new opportunities, okay? Manifest your desires, okay? Imagine what you want to come true in your life. Take the steps to make those things happen. That's like really important. This one fell off, okay? The angel of balance, okay? The angel of balance. So like maintain your balance no matter what, okay? It says you are not alone. Angels and the universe are offering support. It also says pay attention to your intuition and signs around you at this time as they are leading you in the right direction, okay? Make sure you maintain a positive mindset and use affirmations to your advantage. Also, it's talking about inner and outer balance, okay? So it says encourages maintaining a healthy balance between your personal life and romantic relationship to promote peace and harmony, okay? And hold on, because they want me to give you some affirmations. So Merlinite, okay? Well, first, this one, what is this? Master Shamanite, okay? The affirmation says, I choose the path of spiritual purification and aspire to fulfill my highest potential as a warrior of light, the diamond self, okay? Merlinite says, I enter the realm of mysticism and magic for the sole purpose of furthering my spiritual growth and highest good, okay? Danbarite says, I expand my awareness to awaken within the higher worlds, and I call forth my angels to counsel and guide me. What is this? Darwinite. It says, I choose the path of evolution through love in attunement with the earth, okay? And Datalite says, my mind, my love, and my will are aligned with the divine and will be one within me, okay? So my mind, my love, and my will are aligned with the divine and all will be one within me, is what it says, okay? So, what's the rest of this overall energy? We got a main male and a main female, okay, with the carrying connections. This feels like a love reading all of a sudden, okay? So, main male, main female coming together at this time, okay? This is the number 12, okay? 1 and 2. You could be seeing 122 or 222, okay? Because you are attracting, connected to your divine counterpart. You could be a life path number 4 or 8 also, okay? Okay, well, what's going on with this? We got Doctor Doom with control at all costs, okay? I feel like somebody could be trying to control this connection between you and this person, your love interest or your future love interest, okay? Like somebody doesn't want you to be happy with this person. I feel like at this time when it does come to your love life, try not to follow too many other people's advice, to go more with your intuition, how you feel in your heart and how you feel about your person that you are like focused on or trying to connect to, okay? Because America Chavez card says the best way is your way. Also, America Chavez opens up portals, okay? Like effortlessly, okay? She can like jump to different dimensions and timelines and things like that, okay? So I feel like you have this very same power, you know, when it comes to like quantum leaping or manifesting whatever it is that you want or putting yourself on the happiest timeline possible. This is something that you're very good at, okay? We got Ronan the Accuser. You got a lot of villains trying to play games in your life, okay? It says let it all burn, you know, and that could be why you walked away from the community the way that you did from a lot of people and situations, you know, because it seems like people just want to set fire to your life or try to tear you down in some sort of way. But, you know, as usual, it's a very hush hush, you know, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain type of villain energy, you know, like somebody trying to pull a lot of strings to make things go wrong in your life. We got Squirrel Girl, okay? So you could be very connected to nature. It says, when the wilderness calls, I listen, okay? So the fairies could be calling you to spend some time outside and pointing out like your very strong connection that you have with nature. You could feel very close to animals. The squirrel energy is calling my attention for real. We got Domino. It says, I'm always feeling lucky, okay? So I mean, you could be in a very lucky place at this time, but you could not feel that lucky. I feel like it's important for you to boost up your feeling that you're lucky or that you're blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like doing affirmations that support that, you know what I'm saying? Like any and everything I manifest, it always comes true for my highest good. You know, everything that I focus on, it allows me or enables me to attract any and everything that I want or desire. You know, everything you know, everything is working out for me. Money flows to me easily. Like this is why they're talking about these affirmations, okay? These affirmations are very powerful for you at this time, okay? The squirrel symbolizes resourcefulness and preparation and adaptability, okay? Due to their habit for Due to their habit of gathering and storing food for the future, they also represent playfulness, balance, and finding joy in the present, even while planning for the future. As spirit guides, they can signify good fortune, diligence, and wisdom to remain grounded yet flexible in life's unpredictable moments, you know? And I think that's like your main foal, just staying, your main foal, okay? Your main goal, okay? Just staying balanced, staying focused, being prepared for any and everything, and just trying to find a balance between your work life and your love life, you know, your family life and everything that you have going on. And I think you're doing a great job, even with these, like, you know, secret villains in the background trying to tear you down. With this domino energy, this I'm always feeling lucky. It's like you don't miss, you know, Domino, she don't miss a shot or an opportunity, and she really thinks outside of the box and finds different ways to like avoid danger or to save herself and the people that she's working with. What's Dr. Doom and America Chavez? We got Loki, okay? It says care to discover your glorious purpose, you know? I feel like, I don't know. It's like right in the middle of you being surrounded by a lot of different villains and a lot of different like negative happenings. It's like spirit awoke you to your glorious purpose, you know? Now you're walking that path and you've even managed to attract love in the midst of all that. And I think that the fairies just want you to stay focused on the things that make you happy, on growing this caring connection that you could be having with this other person, and not focusing so much on like the people that want to tear you down or the people that don't want to see you guys be successful or see you guys be together working in harmony, you know. And also, I don't know, I'm getting best friend energy. Like, I don't know, like your person could be your best friend or they could be about to be your best friend, you know? I feel like you could be the kind of person who really doesn't open up to that many people. Like, you kind of always are in this same even type of energy. And like, I don't know, maybe like when you're sad or when you're having a hard time or when you need help, you don't necessarily tell people. But I think whoever you're in a caring connection with, you feel comfortable enough to like let your guard down, to express yourself to them, to let them know what you're going through and things like that. And I feel like somebody's about to like start helping you a lot, you know, some like a lover. This is giving me real lover energy. You know, I feel like this lover wants to look out for you. They want to come together and work as a team with you if you guys aren't already together working as a team, you know. Like, I feel like your person is like the best teammate you could possibly ask for, and I just get this strong energy that like both of you guys are very, very guided, you know. I love how there's been so much like love type of energy coming out, you know. What's the best way is your way, and let it all burn. We got Nick Fury with they put me in charge for a reason, you know. I feel like the fairies just want to remind you that like they instilled all this power and all this intuitive energy and all of this like, you know, motivation and belief into you for a reason, you know. Like, you have been placed in this specific place in that you are in your life right now for very specific reasons, and it's really important that you just go with the flow. Like, the more you can focus on the things that make you happy or the things that bring you joy, the more easy it will be for you to not only attract what you need materially, but to attract many more energetic awakenings to yourself. What's Let It All Burn and When the Wilderness Calls I Listen? We got Rogue and Gambit with Let Love In, okay? So, beautiful ass, like, divine counterpart energy out here, okay? So just let love in, baby. You know, don't be afraid and don't fight against it. I feel like your love life is just as important as your divine purpose for you right now, you know? Like, there's something very beautiful about your energy when you're in love, okay? When you're just like, I mean, totally like head over heels, baby. Okay, like this is like where you are or where you're about to be very soon, and I think it's okay for you to be excited about it and to enjoy it and not worry about anybody being able to ruin that or to tear that down. I feel like whoever your person is, like they're it's always you, you know, like they always come back to you, okay? Like, this could be someone that you've known for a long time or that like you've known damn near your whole life, okay? Yeah, we got Kitty Pryde with We All Begin Somewhere, you know? So I don't know. I'm just getting this feeling like you and your person either are or are about to be like somewhere so far from where you guys started at, you know? Like, this is about to unfold very beautifully, but it's important that you let it unfold naturally and like continue to focus on your purpose, but still find that time for your partner, for that love that you want to have in your life, okay? Yeah. And then we got Howard the Duck with You're Not you're not from around here, are you? You know, I feel like this lover really sees like they see like your strangeness or your weirdness, and they really like this. I feel like they look up to you because of the way that you express yourself. Yeah, you have a lot of like self-control, you hold a lot of power within yourself, you know, and they really love this about you. Maybe they could have been running from you, or you guys could have been taking turns like running from each other, from a place of fear or from a place of like past wounds and past hurts. But you guys just aren't in that energy anymore. Like, I heard it's time to come together, okay? Yeah, we got the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. You know, I feel like you and this person could have been experiencing a lot of anxiety just in your life in general, you know. But definitely about the connection. It's like all the anxiety and feeling battle weary and just wondering how things are going to play out or how things are going to go. It kind of like stressed you guys out at first, but I think now you guys are like warming up to each other, okay? Feeling a little bit closer to each other, yeah, with the High Priestess, and seeing you guys' future together very clearly. I feel like there is a lot of like temperance type of energy in this connection, and also a lot of strength for the two of you in this connection, okay? This is like a major love connection, you know, with all these major arcanas coming out for you guys. And also I feel like you guys are very aware of like the threats or the people that don't want to see you guys happy, but Spirit's asking you to not focus on that, to just focus on each other and like leave all the anxiety and worry out of it, and know that like this is a guided connection. This is something that you guys are supposed to be doing together, you know. I heard like someone I can do life with, you know. I feel like you asked the divine for someone that you could just genuinely do life with, somebody you can enjoy, somebody you can consider a best friend, and they gave it to you, you know. But it's up to you to like maintain that, to work on that, and to make sure that you guys have that progress together. Yeah, with the Empress, I feel like so you could be about to have a baby with someone. There could be like a spirit child that's meant to be born into this world, okay? Leo and Sagittarius could be highly significant. But I think that like you guys are way more fertile together than you are separate, okay? What's Temperance and the High Priestess? We got the Lovers, okay? So like, okay, you guys are perfect for each other, okay? Perfect divine counterparts, like puzzle pieces, okay? Like you guys fit together so very well, okay? And maybe like this is something that you didn't necessarily see at first, but baby, I think you definitely are aware of it now, and that person is aware of it too, you know. And you could be like taking it very slow with someone, you know, and I feel like that's really good. That could be a new energy for you, you know. What's High Priestess and the Strength card? We got the Magician, okay? So like this is a connection that the two of you have manifested, you know, for each other. Like you manifested them and they manifested you, okay? And you guys make this beautiful and amazing magic together, you know. Like even when you guys aren't together, like like just the energy of you guys having each other on each other's mind, the energy of you guys like meeting up with each other and like communing in the 5D, it makes you guys so powerful, and it's just such a beautiful thing, okay? Gemini energy gives me like this energy of gossip. There could be like a little bit of gossip surrounding you and this person's connection, but again, I say it's all very hush hush, you know. You could not be hearing a thing. You could not you could be like totally aware of like what people are talking about you behind your back or whatever, but There's definitely somebody or a couple of people who like know both of you, okay, and they got a whole lot to say about you and that person being together, or just about you and why that person shouldn't be with you or shouldn't talk to you, okay. But with the Three of Pentacles, you know, like I said, you guys both work as a team with the divine, and the divine wants to like merge teams. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring like this merging, okay. They want you and this person to work together because it's written in both of you guys' divine plan, okay. I really was not expecting to talk about love right now. I thought that was gonna go a whole nother way with it. What's Temperance, the Lovers, and the High Priestess? We got sacred wholeness, okay? So I feel like this person really brings you, like, it's weird. It's like both of you guys are reaching this place where you're whole. But it's like you guys complete each other, you know? It's like two circles merging together to make an even bigger circle, okay? Like that's the best way that I can put it. And I feel like for the first time, you two are like seeing each other clearly and really hearing Spirit's communication about you guys being together, you know? Also, I feel like when it comes to sex, you guys are like very faithful to each other. Like there's like this high level of loyalty going on between you and this divine counterpart, you know? It's like you guys refuse to entertain other people's energy or to let anybody else like experience you in that way, because it's like, I don't know, this could be somebody that you met. Somebody, I mean, I don't want to say that you met, like I said, I feel like you've known this person for a very long time, but maybe you guys weren't always as close as you are now or as close as you're about to be, you know. But like I feel like both of you guys have gone through these cycles in your life where you've gotten the opportunity to cleanse and to renew from everything that you guys were going through while you guys were kind of just like passing by each other in life, you know. And now it's time for you guys to like come together on some like team shit, okay. What else we got? Calling on courage, you know. I feel like you're gonna have to be very courageous in this connection, you know. Don't be afraid to speak your mind or to say what's on your heart. I don't feel like this person is judgmental in any way. I think they really understand you, or they're going to understand you on a like on a whole nother level, you know. Like I heard what's understood doesn't need to be explained, you know. I feel like you and this person, like I said, you guys commune in the 5D. It's like you guys have like this mutual understanding, like this energetic level of communication, this telepathic level of communication where you guys really don't have to say much, you know. But it's like, I don't know, maybe there could be some things that do need to be like actually said between the two of you, and you guys are going to get the opportunity to have that kind of conversation too. What's sacred wholeness and cleanse and renew? We got guided by love, okay? So just be guided by love when it comes to this connection, you know. I feel like your spirit team has done a lot of work to get you to this place where you and your divine counterpart could finally just like just show out, okay? I feel like I'm just choosing, okay? And that's why I'm starting, okay? Look, I feel like this connection is next level, okay? And this is about to be something very beautiful, or it's already something very beautiful that you're in right now, you know? It's like you have so much guidance, and I feel like you're about to feel very grateful for this person, you know, because they really understand, like, the way that you communicate with the divine. Like they understand all of the things that you feel make you different. It's like those are the best parts of you to them. Like this person is seeing so much potential within you, you know. What's this? The Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords, okay? But also, I feel like people on the outside of you guys, they're in some sort of mental entrapment and they're paying a lot of attention to see where this thing goes, okay? That's Gemini energy again, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo right here with the Hermit card, and then the Seven of Pentacles. But I feel like none of that shit matters. Like, all that matters is these positive investments that you're making into your career and into your love life right now, okay? Let they asses continue to sneak, you know. This is why you release these people in the first place, you know, just so that you can grow and advance and step into this star power, into this star energy, you know. And you just got to express that shit authentically, and don't let anybody, you know, tear you away from your divine passions. I feel like, you know, this lover, they count as a divine passion, you know, something that the divine wants you to do, okay? Somebody that the divine wants you to work as a team with in order to bring beautiful things into the world. And for some of you guys, that's just like really special children, or like this huge energy of love that you two have for each other and ground into the earth, you know. I feel like this person could make you feel very inspired, you know, or you can inspire this person to make different kinds of actions in their life, and they really like that about you, you know. You could give like this very responsible type of energy, but also I feel like you really know how to have fun, how to be free, and how to like really enjoy your life, and this person really loves that shit about you too, okay? Yeah. You guys are like very psychic, okay? You guys are very psychic. I seen Earth, okay? We got release and psychic right here when I parked the deck. So this is what I'm saying. But I feel like you guys had to release a lot, and a lot of people, and also a lot of like, I heard preconceived notions about each other also, in order to get to like this place where you guys are ready to like merge into one. What's the sacred wholeness guided by love and cleanse and renew? We got guides, okay? So this whole connection is very guided by your guides, okay? Like, they really, really want this shit to happen, okay? And it could like have this fire kind of lit under your ass for like who you love, or who you really care about, who you want to get closer to right now, because the guides are really pushing, you know, they're like doing this, pushing the two of you guys together, you know. This could be a connection that you really can't fight, you know, or you really can't deny. Like, you could just have the strongest feelings for this person and just not even really understand why, you know. We got nature spirits, okay, which just gives me this energy of you two being very ancient souls, you know. I feel like this is not the first time that you have fallen in love with this person, you know. You could have felt like an instant recognition with this person when you stepped into their energy, or this is something that's about to happen. You're about to step into this energy with someone, and you're going to like instantly know you fucking love them, okay? Like, love at first sight type of energy is what this is giving, you know. What's guides and nature spirits? We got magic, okay? I'm hearing do you believe in magic? Okay. This like is a very magical connection. We got truth right here at the bottom of the deck, you know. I feel like both of you guys are, it's like you guys deposit this very positive energy into the world, and the two of you together as a team is just completely unfuckwithable, okay? Like, this is a fire ass connection, and you need to keep it going. We got divine feminine. You could be the divine feminine in this, you know, or this could be your divine feminine if you're masculine, okay? Of course. Put the energy how it goes. Yeah. So trust in the divine at this time, in these new energies, you know. Like, I feel like spirit's bringing you all the knowledge that you need when it does come to like how you emotionally really connect with this person, okay? And to just like remain emotionally intelligent, you know, try to stay away from like petty attitudes and things like that. You know, there's nothing that you can't discuss with your lover or with your partner, you know. It's just all about you getting over yourself and remembering all of the growth that you've made and transmuting any negative or lower vibrational energies that you might feel toward your person that you love no matter what, you know. I think it's important to try to keep as much conflict out of it. I feel like the happiness, the joy, the love that you guys have for each other, or when you guys interact with each other, it's a very, very powerful thing. And your guys want you to try to stay in that energy when it comes to this person that you love, you know. Yeah, look at the divine masculine when I part the deck, okay? I love this, okay? And also make sure that you do a lot of spiritual cleansing, okay? Take salt baths, sage your energy, you know, pray that your energy gets cleared. I like to imagine the violet flame a lot, and I also like to utilize the blue flame for Archangel Michael, the emerald flame for Archangel Raphael, you know, that pure hot white flame for Archangel Gabriel, and Ariel's red hot ruby red flame, which supports your passions and things like that. I like to work with those different energies whenever I feel called to do it, you know, whenever I feel intuitively those are the energies that I need to work with, you know. Your intuition and your imagination, they work very closely together, especially when it comes to like you choosing lovers or, you know, following your divine passions. So this is definitely coming in though, okay? Or there's just like this higher level of connection coming into this connection that you're already in, if you're already with your person. Yeah, we got temperance, okay? So try to stay tempered, you know, remain calm. Like I said, always choose peace and choose communication with this person, because you don't want to scare them off. And I feel like just like you, they've had a lot of people in the past trying to control them or trying to, you know, tell them what to do or who to be or how to be. And it's really important that you like embrace and support all of their like weird ways that they might be operating, or that you just embrace everything that makes them them, you know. And I think you will feel a lot closer to them, and you'll love them more, and they will have more of this appreciation for you and the way that you embrace them, you know. Because I feel like the way you love this person, or the way you're about to love this person, they never really been loved like that before. Like they don't really know what love is. I'm hearing that Lauren Hill, when she was saying maybe they don't know what, some people don't know what love is. They don't know what it is to be loved. They don't know the feeling of love, you know. I feel like you introduce this person to the feeling of real love, and they're willing to take this shit all the way with you, you know. Like they're not letting you go, you know. So make sure that you take really good care of them, and they'll always be good to you. What's the final thought on this? We got the King of Cups, okay? We got the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Tower in the middle, okay? You could have gone through some sort of tower with this person, but like separate. I think both of you guys could have been going through a tower recently, but I think it has something to do with you guys coming closer together. Maybe Spirit is trying to teach you guys how to like rely on each other better, how to work better as a team, how to operate out of that more emotionally mature energy with this person, rather than like snapping back or stepping backwards in time and operating out of the energy that maybe you could have been working with your exes with, or something like this, you know. I feel like Spirit's really been doing a lot of work on your love life, on your trust issues and things like that, so that you could be completely open and ready to receive this person in the way that they deserve to be received, you know, because they're going to be very, very good to you, or they are very good to you, very faithful, very loyal to you, okay? So the King of Cups says, the King of Cups is basically a black belt of emotional mastery, and he'd be more than happy to take you under his instructive wing. Hire him as your personal Zen master and let him show you how to feel your feelings with maturity, stability, and care for others honestly. No, and care for others, period. Honestly, it might get annoying to be around someone this perfect, but see if you can take a page from his book and run with it. This sort of balance will come in handy the next time you need to go to the DMV, okay? And the affirmation says, I watch life's events flow past me and I maintain the mental equanimity of a calm, enlightened Zen master who's clearly never had his car towed in the dead of winter, you know? I feel like this person is such a great example to you and how to, like, I think this person, okay, okay, this person is a great example to you, and you could be the one who's kind of, you know, like, I almost want to say neurotic, you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of all over the place sometimes. I feel like you could really, like, get in your head. You can get overworked. I think you two have overthinking in common, but I think this person has always been a bit of an overthinker, and they, like, have had a lot of time to practice, like, processing all of these very responsible thoughts, you know. This person could be someone who really takes their time, who really moves slow getting into things, but it's just like their process. It's how they work things out in their life and how, like, they make decisions and things like that. And I think that your guides want you to kind of take a page out of their book and calm down a little bit and don't get too worked up, you know, about things you haven't necessarily communicated with your person, or about things that you really don't understand, or about little suspicions that you might get in yourself, you know, like, because sometimes, you know, our past wounds can make us very suspicious of people for no reason, or, you know, make us think the worst. And also there are people on the outside of you guys projecting that energy, you know, like somebody would love for you to think that, like, your person isn't interested, or like they're out here breaking your heart, or they're cheating, or you know, I feel I'm just getting all of these different things that you could have been floating through your mind over the last couple of weeks, but that's just like some energy, some sort of magic somebody is doing to, like, kind of pull you guys apart, you know. But I think they're too late. There's really no pulling you guys apart, you know. You guys have found, like, some sort of balance within yourselves, and it's bringing you guys close together to each other so you guys can learn to do this balance that you have in your relationship, you know. So with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you needed out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.